This is 5 Minutes with Mike. Our news, our voice, our issues. Believe that. There's many things that the Mississippi legislature did to even take away black power from the Capitol and taking away federal dollars. I mean, all sorts of things. It's not just, when we think about criminal justice, when we think about racism, we only think about the one thing like, oh yeah, you're anti-black. Okay, that's that. No, there's all sorts of level of racism that creeps into the whole system of power in a lot, and basically, essentially, at the end of the day, trying to keep the black man or woman in place or down. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's, we all know about redlining, but there's racism when it comes down to healthcare. There is it when it comes down to, obviously, we know when it comes down to banking. We know it comes down to racism when it comes down to the food we eat. You know what I'm saying? There's a racial component in that. Whether it's the restaurants that's in certain communities and not in other communities. We see a lot of fast food places in communities that are usually impoverished or lower income neighborhoods, which in many times that's going to be a black or Hispanic neighborhood, which are usually, unfortunately lower income neighborhoods. Not saying, of course, blacks don't have money or blacks are rich. There are many blacks that live in well-to-do places. But unfortunately, when it comes down to Mississippi, it's not that many of us that's well-to-do in those places. And so for that reason alone, and other things, which I believe are some spiritual things, part of the reason I felt when I was 12 years old, the things that I felt from being there and the times that I go through that place, that this is not a place that I never, ever want to reside in. I believe that the ancestors are crying out to a degree. The black ancestors are crying out to a degree because of the harm that was put upon them in that particular state. And now we have cases like Nolan Wells, Emmett Till in the back, that was unalive because of being lied on by a white woman, and others. That Mississippi allegedly has some of the most unsolved cases when it comes down to the unaliving of black people. You think I want to be there? Hell no. But anyway, guys, what are your thoughts? Do you think that Mississippi is safe for blacks to go to or be in? I mean, yes, obviously Jackson, Mississippi has some of the largest, I think it's about 80-90% black, something like nature. But even then, I mean, unfortunately, blacks are also unaliving themselves in Jackson. But it's because of poverty and because of low income. I mean, because of lack of resources. It's not. Anyway, I can go on and on about this. At the end of the day, what are your thoughts about the state of Mississippi between now and back then? Essentially, would you decide to pick up your family as a foundational black American and move to the state of Mississippi? Sound off in the comments. Like and subscribe, guys. We need to get these subscriptions up here on YouTube. But thank you guys for your time. Have a blessed day. This presentation of 5 Minutes with Mike is brought to you by the groundbreaking book HOMEBOYS by Michael D. Beckford. See what other individuals have to say about this book. Then grab your copy today wherever books are sold.